Hey y'all, this is Charlie Bear Talker coming to you. I've been watching on the TV and I've been seeing all these people making videos and stuff of them singing and playing music, and I thought, ain't nothing for me to do but do a video too. But I ain't gonna sing for you, I know you're happy about that. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Back up in the holler where I come from, there used to be this fella would come up in there. He was kind of a Fuller Brush fan. He was a salesman, a traveling salesman. He would come up in there. He was kind of a city slicker like. He didn't know a whole lot about country, but he did know enough to stop and look at a man's farm before he went up to the farmhouse. Well, one day he turned off the hard surface road onto a farm road, and right there betwixt the farm road and the hard surface road, there was this hog pen there. So he decided he's going to get out and look at the man's hogs. So he got out and he walked over to the fence of that hog pen, and there was this pretty hog laying there in the mud, just as pretty as you could be. But when that man walked up, that hog didn't know him, and that hog got up and walked away. That hog was a little bit shy. And he noticed when that hog walked away that one of that hog's hind leg was a wooden leg. Well, I told you he was kind of a city slicker, like he didn't know a whole lot about country, so he ain't never seen no hog what had a wooden leg before. So when he got up to the farmhouse, he sat down in the rocking chair next to that farmer. You know how them farmers do, sitting in the rocking chair in the shade. And he sat down there and he looked at that farmer and he goes, "That's a mighty pretty hog you got down there." And that farmer said, "Boy, you don't know the story about that hog." Well, that's what he was hoping for all the time. So he said, "Well, tell me the story about that hog." He said, "Well, one day I was down in my bottom land a plowing. Said my old tractor got hung up on a stump and turned right over on top of me. He said that hog come out of the pen, come down there and pulled me out from underneath that tractor. Saved my life, that hog did." That boy said, "Yes, sir, I can see that that's a right valuable hog." He said, "Son, that ain't but half the story." He said, "You see the corner of the house there, how the paint's all black and sooty looking?" Boy says, "Yes, sir." He said, "One day my wife was in the kitchen cooking me supper on the old wood cook stove. Said the stove caught the fire, and that hog come out of there, come out of that pen, come in there and pull my wife out. Saved my wife's life, that hog did." That boy said, "Yes, sir, I can see that that's a right valuable hog." He said, "But there's one thing that I'm right curious about that you ain't told me nothing about." He said, "Well, what's that, boy?" He said, "Well, I was noticing that one of that hog's hind legs was a wooden leg. How'd that come to happen?" But that little farmer, he got a right serious look on his face. He looked that boy right square in the eye. He said, "What you think, boy? A hog that valuable, we gonna eat him all at one time?"